What's up, guys? Pokélanda here, and today I'll just be going over the I guess the purchases I bought at a local card show. I guess what was it called? Yeah, it was called Austin Card Show. I guess Austin, Texas. That's where I went to recently. There was one last weekend, I guess. I only went for a little bit of time, sadly. I was busy the next day, so I was only able to go for about 4 hours, and yeah. It was pretty cool. They had some Pokemon stuff, but I will say though, I was surprised that 75 to 80% of the card show was just sports cards. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously. But I thought there would be a little bit more Pokemon, so I wasn't able to buy too much of what I wanted. I went in there with around $500 because I didn't want to spend too much. But I didn't even spend that much. I spent like around 100 before, like, I guess the entry fee and stuff and parking. I was really surprised, and I took in. I guess I'll show what I traded and stuff for, and I did take in a good amount of cards. I took in a bunch, mostly just dupes that I already pulled before. But yeah, I guess I'll go over what I bought and some hits that I really wanted. I'm obviously finishing off the Iono line right here with the Iono SAR from Paldean Fates. This card is cheap. I think it's like $20 now. Yeah, this card is cheap AF, and $20 is pretty good. I would have bought it, but I believe I traded Lana's Aid from Twilight Masquerade. I put the picture here of what that looks like. I traded for that. What else? Okay, so this is from one person. I traded a lot for this guy. So yeah, right here from one guy, I traded Lana's Aid and I believe a Blastoise SAR, which I have one right here. If you know my channel, I pulled this mofo like 3 times. I gave one to my friend, and then I traded the other one. So I kept the one that looked the best. Hopefully that is a PSA 10. I'll send it in eventually. But yeah, so that's a Blastoise SAR is around $50. Obviously trade value is usually around 80% trade value, so you lose a little bit. And then the Lana's Aid is around $45, somewhere between there. So technically, I gave like $75 worth, I guess. But this is like I think this was like 23. I don't remember what else I bought from this guy. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm missing a card. There is something else that I bought from this guy. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Dang, I traded a lot of cards for one. But I got a Celebi V Alt Art. Funnily enough, I was gonna buy this card at Collecticon back in Houston, I guess like 6 months ago now, or however long that was, and it was $23 as well. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it, and then I didn't buy it, and then it jumped up to $50, and now it's back to like $28. It dropped a lot, so we're pretty much back to how much it was before the boom. Alt arts, if you don't know, a lot of alt arts from Sword and Shield just dropped back in price. Obviously, they didn't go back to the original price. Usually, it's not that easy to do. You're not gonna find cars that were once $20 back to being $20. Yeah, maybe some of them here and there, but like it's gonna be a little bit over. But yeah, LBV Alt Art, beautiful card. Passed on it for some reason for $23. I probably could have gotten it for $20 back in the day. But here it was for like $28. Obviously, just a Skyla full arts. Which, let me take it out of here so you can see a little bit better. Beautiful Skyla full art card. I always wanted to pick this up, I just never did. I mean, it's like $8. Pretty clean. Most of these cards are just pretty freaking clean. I think the only one that has any like white spots is the next one up, which is the Mimikyu V from, I believe, Brilliant Stars. Yeah. This Mimikyu V is fantastic, and then a V Max as well. I didn't find that card for some reason. Like I said, it was mainly sports cards. So I had a lot more cards to trade. I just, there wasn't that many Pokemon people there, and I didn't want to trade for like sports cards. Obviously, they probably don't want Pokemon cards either. But the Mimikyu V, pretty nice trainer gallery card, really clean. And this is the only card that had like a little bit of winding right there. But yeah, I just wanted this card anyways. Yeah, this card. I think this card's like $15 or something. I don't know how much it is. Another alt art that I passed on for around 10. I could have gotten this card for around $10 back in the day. And then it jumped up to like, I believe, $30. And this is another card that dropped straight back down to like 16 to $18. And Genesect V. I bought this card in a PSA 10 from an eBay seller that has like 99% positive rating, and then they just never sent it to me, and so I had to get a refund, which really made me sad. I think I got it for like $70, and then you just never sent it. So I guess I had to buy it raw. Here it is. But the card is fantastic with the Smeargle. Yeah, Genesis breaking it down. Alt Art V from Fusion Strike, I believe. Yeah, this Alt Art was always so cheap for some reason, and it's still pretty cheap. Like $18 is still pretty good. But like I said, at one point it jumped up to like freaking 30. Which is crazy. And then obviously the Iona that I showed at the very beginning. Beautiful SAR from Sword and Shield, Paladin Fates. I believe, like I said, this is around 23. This is around 18, 15, and then 8, and then 30. What's the math on that? Let me do it real quick. It's around $90. It's around $90 right here. Give or take, somewhere around there. And yeah, I traded a $50 and a $40 card, so that's around 90. I think I had to put $5 on top, because like 80% off of the cards that I traded in. So yeah, so it's sad to see the Blastoise and the Lana's Aid go, but like I said, I only trade cards that I already have. I don't want to trade cards that I don't like. I only have one copy of. I pulled 2 Lana's Aids and I pulled 3 Blastoises, so might as well get rid of them and get cards that I don't have, like the Genesect V, which I've been wanting for so long. And yeah, but these were from one seller actually, and so like I said, sadly I couldn't. I wanted to trade more, but I just could not. There, like I said, because there just wasn't that many. Maybe the second day was better. I don't know. Like I said, I wish I would have gone the second day, but I couldn't. And honestly, I got there really late the first day. I got there around 1:30, I believe, 2 o'clock. And then we left around 5. Yeah, so we weren't there for that long. But there was one trade for 2 cards, and then this was the first thing I got, which is another card. If you don't know, dropped really hard in the market from Evolving Skies. I believe, dude, I remember I could have gotten this card. I was eyeing it so much at Collect-A-Con like 6 months ago, however long it was, and it was around $80 to $90. And it's such a beautiful card. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but at that time I was looking for something else, so that's why I wanted to spend my money somewhere else. And then yeah, this card jumped up to like $190 to $200, and I was like, okay, I'm never gonna buy this card. Sadly, I don't want to spend that much. And then it just dropped back down to like 125, 130. So here it is. And what I traded for this was the Charizard SCR, one of my Charizard SCRs that I actually won in a raffle for $5. So I was not sad to see that go. I was not sad to see that go because I already have one, and this is the one I pulled, and then the one that I got rid of or traded for was one that I won for $5 raffle, so that's fine. That was just, and it was kind of beat up, so I see why they gave it away for $5. But yeah, a Dragonite V Alt Art, beautiful V Alt Art card from Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies is pretty much goated, you know that. The Alt Arts are fantastic. But yeah, really happy to see this drop back down in value, 120 to 130. Yeah, there it is, fantastic. And then, where is this? Just Erica's Invitation SIR from 151. I never pulled this card, and it's very nice, and it's very cheap. It's around $15 right now. And then I saw a guy selling. I was like, "Hey, it's $15. I didn't even know it was that cheap." And I told him, "Yeah, just give me for 13. I'll take it." He was like, "Yeah, sure." So $13 for this. No trade, no nothing. I didn't know this card was that cheap. I thought it was like a $25 card. I didn't know it was 15. So that's pretty nice. Paid 13 on that. There it is. And then this is probably my favorite card we bought that day. Malo Lana. There's Lana's Aid. We back. Beautiful full art from Cosmic Eclipse. That set is just goated. And yeah, that is a fantastic card. It is beautiful. The 2 trainers. I mean, I do like collecting trainers. And yeah, that card is fantastic. I traded Honestly, this is I traded like a lot of smaller cards, like a bunch of $5 cards and a bunch of $10 cards. I forget, honestly, I don't even know what I traded for this. Um, it was a bunch of illustration rares from like Paradox Rift, uh, and just in general illustration rares, and some baby shinies. I traded a Snorlax and an Entei baby shiny, which both go for around $12. So it's $9 right there. That's $18, and a bunch of illustration rares are like $5-6 for this card. And I believe I had to put $20 on top because I didn't have enough. I didn't take all of my cards, obviously. This is like a last second purchase too, because I saw this and I was like, oh, did I want this card so bad? And I went back and at the last second I bought this card. So I guess I traded around $45 worth or $50 worth, and I put a 20 on top. Or no, $50 worth I traded in because I got it from 75 to 70. They didn't look too happy about that. I mean, they could have just told me no. I would have paid the extra $5. I wanted this card anyways. I mean, I already gave them the cards to trade for, so it's not like I wanted them back. But yeah, this card is fantastic. This is the only no, that's not true. Another card right here. Another seller right here from, I believe, Cosmic Eclipse as well. Yeah, the Vileplume GX, another Sun and Moon card. This was around $30, I believe, and I don't even remember seeing this card whenever it came out. Like I said, Cosmic Eclipse is goated. The Vileplume Rainbow Secret Rare GX full art with Erica just in there. But yeah, this card is fantastic, and I believe I traded Earthen Vessel, the newest gold card that I pulled from not Shroud of Fable, but that's what it's called, right? Shroud of Fable, the newest set. Yeah, I think it's called Shroud of Fable. Earthen Vessel was like $55, and I was able to get this and something else, I believe. I just don't remember what it is. Honestly, I don't remember what I got. I guess it must have been one of these cards that I got from there. Maybe it was the Genesect. I think it was the Genesect. Actually, maybe this is from the seller. Maybe I don't remember, honestly. Maybe I'm missing a card that I got that I just don't I don't have in this pile. But yeah, I traded Earthen Vessel. That card's like 55. I got it for 45. I got this card for 30. And it must be this card. I must have gotten this card for it. I don't remember. But yeah, Vileplume GX, beautiful rainbow SAR, or not SAR, full art secret rare. Yeah, and I think that's it. Yeah, there it is. My favorite card, obviously, I think it is gonna be this Malolana. Beautiful. Second just goes to this Dragonite. I eyed this card out the first time I saw it ever, and I passed on it so many times, and look at me now. I had to trade a Charizard SAR for it. This is probably my third favorite card right here, the Vileplume GX. Beautiful. Yeah, this Genesect is dope. Probably my fourth. Celebi fifth right here. Right here, fifth. Celebi, beautiful. Iono 6 right here. There it is. Beautiful. Where is it? The Mimikyu 7th right there. Beautiful. Skyla 8th place right here, and then obviously the last place. I mean, well, I guess not obviously. This card's fantastic, but this was literally on a whim. I didn't even plan on buying this. This Erica SAR is fantastic, but it isn't a card that I was eyeing for. It was just there for $13. I just took it. It was so cheap. Might as well just take it. But yeah, and I guess the new Pikachu promo from Worlds, with the Mew right there, fantastic. Look at this card. It's freaking fantastic. And then obviously the Worlds Pokemon. I got this. I had to buy something from Pokemon Center because I could not find this card in Best Buy, so I bought a Pokemon Center Brilliant Stars ETB for $50, I believe. So yeah, I couldn't find this card at any GameStop. I went to 3 and not a single one had it. I went day 1, didn't have it. Day 2, didn't have it. Like I think a week later, didn't have it. So I had to buy it off of Pokemon Center, which is fine. But there it is. But yeah, there was the haul I bought. I think I'm missing one card maybe, but there is a haul I bought from Austin Card Show. Like, similar to Collecticon. Actually, the venue was really big. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, it was like 80% sports cards, which that's fine. Sport cards are fine, but like I didn't think it was gonna be that much sports cards. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, hopefully the next one that I go to Had a little bit more Pokemon because I did have a lot more cards to trade that I wanted to get rid of, and I didn't. I did trade. I guess I put the values right there. How much I traded, how much I spent. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I spent like around $100 only on cards, and everything else was traded for. So it was honestly a really good day. Yeah, didn't spend too much. I took $500, left with pretty much all of it there. But yeah, there's a video, and honestly, I got nothing else to say. I owned it here, and yeah, goodbye.